Joseph Pilates famously said that you are only as old as your spine is stiff. Today, we're giving this important part of the body some much needed TLC, strengthening supportive muscles in the abs, back, and hips while mobilizing the spine with juicy articulation and stretches. We'll start with a gentle, nourishing warm-up and breath work, and then move into some of the more intense exercises. Thank you so much for working out with me. I'm Hannah Ray. Let's get on the mat. Start by coming to lie down on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, and just take your hands to your belly and breathe. You're gonna inhale, feel the hands float up. Exhale, feel the belly naturally fall. We're just connecting with our body here, tuning in. After this last exhale, arms are going to come down by your side, pressing the palms down into your mat. Feel the back body start to wake up. We're going to start some marches here, so that means you'll bring one leg up to 90 degrees like a tabletop, and then you're going to set it back down. We're just going to alternate legs like this a couple times, and then we're going to go into a slight variation. For now, keep it going. Great job. I'm going to have you hold one leg in the air now, and then you're going to just lift the heel of the other leg. So you're just lightening it before you put that first foot back down. And then we'll alternate, lifting just the heel of the second leg before putting them both down. Good. So try that a couple of times. It should feel pretty challenging. We're essentially trying to make that leg that remains on the floor as light as possible, really taking the weight of both legs into our powerhouse, our abdominal muscles, without the assist of a full lift. So good luck. Keep it going. On this next one, you'll move through that same spot, light foot, and then float the foot all the way up to join. Then that first leg's gonna go back down. It's gonna hover right above the floor before fully committing the weight down. And then you'll add the second leg down. So now we're alternating legs, one leg up, lighten the opposite foot before it joins, then use your abs, pull it up there. Both legs hold for a moment, and then first leg goes down. It kind of flirts with the floor, almost touching, but not quite before fully going down. Second leg joins. Try that a couple more times. Let's meet with both legs in the air. You're just gonna take one foot, tap the toes down, and bring it back up. Switching to the other side. Hands can come down now, really press them into the floor to stabilize your spine. First leg taps down. Second leg taps down. So we're no longer committing any weight fully to the floor. We're just going down, dipping our toes in the pool of water, coming back up and switching sides. Keep it going. Option to lift the head now. Keep the legs going. Look right into the powerhouse. Both legs meet at the top. In tabletop, keep your head up if you can. Bring the legs out to extend, heels come together, pull back in. So now we're doing frogs, push and pull. Now the lower you take this, the more challenging it's probably going to feel. So you can experiment. What you want is to feel your core working like crazy, but you don't want to feel this in your low back. Put the head down if you need to, legs stay strong. Last one, you're gonna go out and hold. Start to pump the arms for the 100. 10 deep breaths, arm pump strong. You got this. Change the level of the legs if you need to. We're trying to really support the back here. So if you want to do this with knees bent so your back feels safe, that's great. If you want more challenge, lower those legs down, hover them right above the floor and keep pumping, keep breathing. Deep breath. Arms up overhead, legs down, stretch long. We're gonna roll right up. So arms come up to the ceiling, chin to the chest, and you'll roll up. Notice I'm bending my knees here as we come forward. That's not traditional, but for my body, it really helps me relax my low back. So you can try that out, see if it feels good for you. Spine TLC, so articulating on the way down. It's okay if you can't quite make it all the way, just go as far as works for you so that you can comfortably come back up. And if you're like me and have been doing this a long time, of course, roll all the way down and all the way back up. Up and over. Rolling all the way down. We're gonna go into 10-10-10 right away. So hands go down by the side, knees bend. You're gonna squeeze the legs together like crazy. Extend the right leg slightly turned out and hold, squeezing at the knee. 10 seconds squeezing here, nice deep breaths. Abs pull in, and then we'll lower down to the calf. Same thing, just with the leg a little lower. 10 more seconds, nice deep breaths. Moving now to the ankle. Very good. You're going to repeat that twice more on the way back up. 10 seconds at the calf, 10 seconds at the knee. Great job. Keep that leg where it is. Extend your bent leg onto the floor. And you're going to take your hands behind that thigh, walk up for your tree. Hands to the ankle, and then walk back down. 2 more times. That leg in the air, 5 circles across, around, and up. Reverse those circles, 5 the other way. Plug the knee into the chest, give a nice squeeze. Take a couple breaths here, and then we'll repeat that all on the second side. Ten, 10, squeeze at the knee. Drop to the calf, 10-second squeeze. More seconds at the ankle, and then twice more on the way back up. 10 seconds at the calf, 10 seconds at the knee. Nice deep breaths. Extend your bent leg long, hands come behind the thigh, the leg in the air, walk up to your ankle, and back down to the mat. Twice more. Five leg circles each direction. Start going across the body. Nice deep breaths. Press the arms into the mat. Engage that back body. Belly hugs down. Hug your knee into the chest. Give a nice squeeze. And take a couple breaths. Maybe massage the leg and the hip socket. Whatever feels good for you. And then we'll all meet, arms outstretched. Sweep the arms around, come up to balance in a ball, and lengthen right back down. So just practicing this transition, arms sweep around to hug into your ball, and then you reach right back out and around. 2 more times. Stay in your ball now and rock and roll back to the shoulder blades, up to the booty. Keep the feet floating, don't let them touch the floor. Just massage your spine and breathe. Pause in your balance. Test yourself by lightening your fingertips away from your ankles. And maybe you can even bring the hands up, elbows on the knees, and rock and roll like this. Good luck. Hands to the right knee now, lean back, pull it in, single leg stretch, 5 times each side. You can challenge your stability here by pressing the arms down into the floor. Whatever you do, keep those legs going. Last 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs reach out away from each other and hug back in, double leg stretch, 3 more times. Nice deep breaths. You got this. Other side now, legs to the sky, scissor switch, and switch, back and forth, deep breathing. Keep it going. You can always rest your head, but the legs keep moving. Last 2, last 1, legs up, double straight leg stretch. Lower and lift the legs, keep them strong, squeezing together, abs are hugged in, don't let the low back leave the floor. Doing a few extra today, so keep it small if you need to. Last 3, last 2, last 1, hug the knees, and get ready for the crisscross. We're going to be doing a different variation today. So hands behind the head, feet will be planted on the floor, curling up to look into the belly. Just lift one leg to tabletop like we did before and twist the opposite elbow towards it, really pressing through the foot on the mat, switching sides, go to the other way. And you'll notice I'm doing the little tests that we did before, flirting with the floor, as I called it. And you can do that to add difficulty if this isn't hard enough already. Keep it going. 2 more times on each side. Nice and slow, wide elbows, and breathe. Press the head down, hug the knees into the chest. Nicely done. Take a moment, give the legs some little circles. That always feels so good on the low back. Now, normally here we go into spine stretch forward, but today I'm really craving the massage of open leg rockers. So we're gonna go into that right away. Hands either behind the thighs or on the ankles. Let's start just one leg at a time, stretching the hamstrings, staying really stable in the upper body. Chin is gently tucked into the chest. And if that's feeling good, you can try both legs. They're gonna both go up now and back down just a couple more times like that. Make sure you're still breathing deeply and that your legs aren't going too much wider than your shoulders. Let's all hold here. If you look at the screen, I'm sure you can see me shivering, shaking. This is hard work. Let's rock and roll. Get that massage. And it's okay if it takes you, like me, a few times to get back up. We really want to keep the spine round, even if it means that it's a little bit harder to roll all the way. So it's worth it to not quite make it up to get that juicy massage. When we've made it back to the top, we'll walk down for corkscrew, bent knees so that you can really feel that massage in your low back. And we're just taking the knees in some circles, one way and then the other. Knees hug into the chest, beautiful. And now we'll sit up for our spine stretch forward. And I've been playing with a little stabilizing variation here of just a flat back. So it's going to be super small. You can see I'm not going very far. You just lift out of your low back, lean forward, spine in one long line, and come back up. And I still like to exhale forward and inhale. Inflate, get tall. We'll do that 2 more times. Press to the side now. We'll go right into the saw. And you might like to play with wrapping the hands around your waist as you twist, and then really breathing into that hand at your low back as you fold forward. Arms come back out to the side. They wrap the other way. Down you go, and then just take a big breath into that hand at the low back each time. 2 more on each side. Enjoy the stretch. Flipping over the right shoulder to lie onto the belly now. And we're just gonna prop ourselves up right away on the elbows. Legs can really press into the floor, super active, belly hugs in. And this might be enough for you, but you can also play with pushing into the arms, almost like a push-up to lengthen the whole back. And then come back down with strength all the way to the mat this time. So we go at least up to the elbow, and then option to press through the hands like a push-up. And our goal here isn't to back bend deeper, it's just for the whole spine to get more space. You can see my belly's hugging up and in, my legs are super active. And then on the way down, belly still hugs up and in, super strong, lower with control. Try that 1 more time. Neck roll at the top here, just making a little half moon circle with the head one way and then the other. You can do that 1 more time on each side. Nice deep breaths. Last one before lowering yourself back down. Belly hugs in, legs super strong. Just sit back on your heels and stretch. Now, normally in Pilates, this is a rest position, but you have the option to bring your hands a little closer to you, puff up the low back, and really press hands to tailbone, really sink the tail heavy. Abs hug in here for an active low back stretch. Coming back forwards now, fists together, really press the fists down into the mat, and then single leg kicks. Really think that the hamstring muscles contracting is what pulls those heels in. Hands behind the low back now, one cheek to the mat, elbows sink heavy. You triple kick the legs and then reach back, hook the thumbs, stretch to open the chest. Head to the other side, repeat. Back to the first side. This time when you press away, hands separate, squeeze like you could clap them together. Repeat once more on the second side. And sit back on your heels, taking that active stretch if it felt good, or just letting the body sink down, head rests heavy on the mat. Coming up, hands and knees for kneeling knee stretches. We're just gonna arch and round a few times, juicing up the spine, getting that nice articulation. You can lean a little forward as you arch the chest, and then maybe round a little back to help the low back round sink the hips toward the heels. A couple more times, your own pace, deep breaths. You're gonna round and stay rounded, tuck the toes under and just float the knees up off the mat, knees off, deep breathing, drop the head, belly hugs in. Now maybe you can just fold over one foot and then the other. So peek at the screen if you need to see me, but we're moving this into one-legged kneeling knee stretches. So I'm just folding my foot over and it's either lightly touching the mat or even hovering above the mat and switching sides. Keep it going, nice deep breaths. And if you need to, just hold both feet on the ground, stay strong. All meet, knees still off, both feet on the ground, just hold it. Last 3, 2, 1. Come on down and sit right back on the heels. Super short rest here, and then come to sit up and hands behind your head for the neck pull. So we're gonna start just dropping the head down, give it a lovely stretch. Lift tall and then roll down to the mat and back up. So this one, like before, if you have a hard time rolling all the way down or getting up from the ground, you can just go part way. Otherwise, stay with me and go all the way down and up using your hands if needed to help you get that nice smooth articulation through the spine. Roll all the way down and then meet lying on your side for side kicks. We keep the focus on strength today, so range of motion small. Kick forward and back, but about half your normal range. So you can see I'm only going to about 45 degrees. That's because I really want to keep my abdominals pulled together, hips strong. Last one. Kicking up to the side now. Again, keep it small. Imagine every time you press down, you're squeezing something between your inner thighs. Now make little circles 5 times each way. And reverse. Leg reaches back. Now same thing, 5 circles back here. Pull the belly in, press that front hand into the floor. Stay strong. Now listen carefully. Bend that knee, grab the ankle, and plant the foot down nice and strong. You could also rest here if that's better for your knee. Bottom leg moves back, lift it up, and press it down. Circle that bottom leg now 5 times each direction. Stay tall, stay strong, deep breaths. Both legs long, hands behind the head for an extra challenge. See if you can lift both legs up and then down. Twice more. Last one. Feel the wobbles. Bottom leg only now. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and hold. And fall onto your belly. Clap the feet together. Stomach in, legs strong. We're going to repeat all that on the other side. So sit back on your heels. Take a quick stretch, take a quick breath, and then switch over to the other side for round 2. Start with those small kicks forward and back. Small kicks up and down to the side. Squeeze the inner thighs, top of the head long, deep breaths. 5 little circles each direction. Repeat to the back. Bend that leg, grab your ankle, or lay the leg flat on the floor if needed. Bottom leg lifts down and up. little circles 5 times each way. Both legs long, hands behind the head, legs lift up and down, and then the bottom leg will tap down and up. Keep breathing, good luck. Coming up to sitting now, teaser. So you can start sitting, float the legs up, find your teaser right away, and then just the bottom leg is going to lower down and lift back up. Very nice. So you're going to switch the legs back and forth, stay super tall. It's okay if you need to put one leg down here and just move one leg at a time with the other foot planted. But if you can, 2 legs in the air, one goes down, one goes up, and then both legs down, up, down, up, and hold your teaser. Staying really tall. As the elbows come back, you lean back, legs in the air, start to circle right away. This is really challenging our core stability, so keep it small. If you need to, stomach pulls in. 1 more on each side. Beautiful. Pressing yourself up and forward. Little stretch over bent legs to release the low back before coming to lie on your belly. We're going to do a variation on swimming today, just focusing on the legs. So you'll start to scissor switch the legs one at a time. Option to lift the head on the hands. So you can speed the legs up, low belly hugs in, but really focus on staying stable. Don't rock on the mat. Keep it going. Nice deep breaths. Last one. And then just sit back on your heels. 1 full breath in and out, and then coming forwards into a plank. Leg pull down. So one leg is going to go into the air. You're going to rock back and forth on your heel and then switch. 2 more times on each side. Stay in your plank now. Rock onto one hand and put the opposite hand behind your head, holding this side plank just for a moment before coming back to your normal plank. Any adjustments you need before flipping right onto your other side. Hand behind the head, get really tall, lengthen the spine, stack the feet if you can. Nice deep breath. We're just here for 1 more moment. Back to regular plank now. Just sitting down on your hip for mermaid. So you're going to stretch up and over and then reach away. Nice, juicy side stretch. 1 more time. Drop your elbow to your knee, final stretch. Legs switch, and you'll repeat that on the other side. Stretch, drop that elbow, drop the head. Nice. Just come to sit near the front of your mat and we'll do some seals. So hands interlace, grab around the ankles. You're going to clap, 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 roll back. And if you can balance, clap, clap, clap before rolling up. Just massage your spine, breathe, and enjoy. Balance 1 more time. Good. And then just come to kneeling, facing your mat. We're going to roll the wrists out for a moment. We're getting ready to come into an extended plank. So this is going to challenge you. You can do whatever you need to warm the wrists up. And then when you're ready, join me in plank. Everything is long. Tailbone is yearning towards the heels. Back of the neck is lengthened. Take deep breaths here. The way this is going to work is you're going to hold this plank as long as you can. When you need to rest, you can pike up for a little stretch, and or always you can sink back down, hips to heels. So meet me in plank. Find your long, strong position. You know your rest options. Now you're just going to breathe and hold as long as you possibly can. If your wrists are bothering you, you can always come down into a forearm plank. Nice deep breaths wherever you are. Just keep breathing strong. You've got this. You're well over halfway there. Remember, you can rest whenever you need and just come back into it. You can always just pike up for a moment or sit back on your heels. Just about 20 seconds to go, so hold strong now if you can. Final stretch. Last 3, 2, 1. Rest the knees down. Come to all fours. Just make some hip circles now. Move however you need to feel good. I really love taking my hips in these wide sweeping circles to let everything go. Nicely done. We're all going to come to kneeling now, arms forward for a little chest expansion. So you'll just press the arms behind you, peek over one shoulder, then the other, and then center to exhale 3 more times. You made it. We are all done. Thank you so much for working out with me. If you enjoyed this video, take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It does help support us so much. Thank you, and I'll see you next time on the mat.